continue with what is in my apothecary. So today we are going to go over black salt. Now, I know it's not necessarily an herb, but everybody should have a little bit of black salt in their apothecary. If you plan on doing any kind of work, there's a lot of different uses for black salt. So this is my jar that I have my black salt in. As you can see, it's not very full. I have been doing a lot of stuff lately. So black salt is used for protection, banishing, breaking hexes, laying simple hexes, driving away bad energy, and it is also used a lot in Alpha Blot rituals or Halloween rituals. So I'm just going to go over a couple things in particular that black salt is used for. You can use black salt to lay simple hexes and banishment spells. So if you are doing some work, trying to get rid of something, trying to get rid of some negative energy, I always use black salt when doing that. You can anoint your candles with it if you want. You can lay it in your offering plate. You can do spell bottles. Anything that you really feel like using, you can use it for. You can use to drive away bad energy, spirits, and unwanted guests. If I have an unwanted guest at my house, kind of inconspicuously, I will walk behind them and sprinkle a little bit of black salt. That just helps guide their energy out and guide them out of our house or out of our home. And it also helps clear their negative energy that they have brought with them. You can hide a small bag in your workplace to absorb anger, moodiness, and gossip. If any of you have been in the workplace long, no matter what you do, you always have some salty bitches. So what I like to do is just get one of these little glass bottles. You can get them at any kind of craft store. Like I said, I use these all the time, so I've always got an abundance of them. So I like to use spell bottles, but you can use little burlap bags if you want to be a little more inconspicuous, or you can use pretty much anything that you would like. So I will take a little bit of my black salt, and that's what it looks like on the inside. And I'll explain what all is in my black salt here in just a couple minutes. So when I'm using my black salt and I want to put it in a spell jar, or if I want to use it to anoint a candle, I'm very particular about what is in these jars. So I don't like to just dip my hand in and pull some out. Typically wooden spoons are best, but if you have a metal spoon that you cleanse often, that would work too. I typically use a wooden spoon because I don't want my vibrations and my energy to be cast through a metal spoon into my jar and into my black salt. So just a little heads up. Some people, everybody's different, so it just depends on how you practice. But let me see, I've just got a little stick right here I'm just going to use since I'm outside. So I will put my little spell jar here, and I will just pour a little bit of my black salt into my spell jar. Now you can also add other things, other protective stones, any other protective herbs, anything else you want to go in there, but definitely do a good size portion into your little spell bottle, just like that. And you can set it on your desk at your workplace. You can carry it around with you if you like. Sometimes if I'm in a really big funk, I will just make, not out of this one, but I have smaller jars than this that have the little eyelets in the top. I will make a little necklace and I'll just put it on a chain and just wear it. It just helps release my negative energy. It helps me from being able to absorb other people's energy, because I'm an empath and I collect everybody's energy around me. So sometimes I just have to let everything go, and the black salt really helps with that. Okay, so you can sprinkle it under your bed to ward off nightmares. And again, you can also pair this with other banishing herbs or banishing stones if you're a big stone person. I personally am not a big stone collector or gem collector, but I collect herbs, so there you go. But if you feel comfortable with a certain stone that helps you just relax or get, banish things, you can definitely add that with the black salt. Sprinkle a bit behind unwanted guests will cause them to leave your home. We just went over that. You can add a pinch to floor washes before cleansing your home to send negativity and bad spirits away. So every couple of months I will make a floor wash. I'll actually put the ingredients for that in the comments here in just a bit. I will make a floor wash that just has sage and lavender and a couple other things in it, and I will completely mop all of my floors. I'll wipe down all my windows, all my doors, anywhere that people come in and out, or where energy can come in and out. I wipe down, wash down, and I also just put a little sprinkling of black salt just to help, with the cleansing and with getting rid of all the bad energy. All right, next, you can keep on your person to deflect gossip, bullies, rude co-workers, and bad bosses' attention. So that goes back to our little spell jar. Like I said, if I'm having a really bad day, because I work in healthcare, so we have a lot of bad days, unfortunately, just because I work in the department that I work in. I work in ICU, so we are always dealing with critical patients, and hard to get to understand family members and things like that. So, a little bit of black salt always helps. It helps mitigate the negative effects of Mercury retrograde. So we were just in Mercury was in retrograde here not too long ago. So that just helps the craziness and the chaos of all of those emotions to just kind of chill out a little bit. Use in spirit calling and ancestral work at Halloween. Kat did a video on their dumb supper and how they celebrated Halloween and called their ancestors. We also did something similar. We did a dumb supper, and I always use black salt at Halloween just to help with, call the ancestors and get their attention. Typically I will place a open jar of black salt in front of my ancestors' empty plate, where we set one plate or one place setting basically for all the ancestors that we want to commune with and honor. And I will place a open jar of black salt in front of their plate, just in case they're having some negative energy attached to them, and that'll help absorb all of that negativity. Sprinkle liberally on items to ward off bad memories or attachments. So this you could use say for example, somebody gave you a gift, and whether it be secondhand or brand new, and sometimes it just has some weird energy on it. Like a lot of people can just feel it, just feel the craziness, feel the chaos, and just feel the bad energy. I will sprinkle some black salt on my altar plate, and I will place that item on the black salt on my altar plate and just let it rest. Just let it be, walk away, light a candle if you want to, that always usually helps, and just let it sit. And a lot of times that will clear up that negative energy or that bad feeling or the chaos that's attached to that particular gift or item that, you know, maybe you have gotten. Place protection gemstones, talismans, amulets in salt and cleanse or charge them. So I have this little guy that I had a very close vulva friend of mine gift me. She knows I'm in healthcare, so she burnt this for me, and I put it in my scrub pockets, especially for having a crazy day and I want things to calm down. I will put this little guy in my scrub pocket. Otherwise it typically stays in my locker at work, but every once in a while, every month or so, I'll bring it home and I just want to recharge it. So typically I'll just take the lid off of my black salt jar, and I will take my little talisman and I will just place it in, close the lid, and let it sit. Now you can do this for stones that you have carved, bind runes in, or any kind of sigils or anything that you want to recharge. You can definitely do that as well. And also banish negativity by walking counterclockwise around your home or property, sprinkling the salt as you go. So if you want to, as always, if you want to bring something into your life, we do things clockwise. If you want to get things out of your life, we do things counterclockwise. So you walk counterclockwise around your home, just sprinkling a little bit of the black salt as you go, and that will help banish negativity and all of that. Now, what's in my black salt? Well, a little bit of everything. So the base of my black salt is always Himalayan pink salt. I use Himalayan pink salt for pretty much everything. So the base of my black salt is Himalayan black salt. You can use any kind of salt that you like. I just personally like the pink salt. Charcoal left from offerings. So I burn a lot of the charcoal discs because I use a lot of herbs. So if I'm doing my own incense, I will burn my herbs on a black charcoal disc. So at the end of a ritual or offering, I will take that charcoal disc and just crush it up and just pour it in my black salt jar. You can use black pepper. I have black pepper in mine as well. Burnt incense ashes. So like I said, anytime I'm done with an offering or a ritual, like I will use what's left of this one today. I will just take the ashes and just pour it into my black salt, you know, crunch it up if you have to, or stir it up, and that works as well. I also use the burnt herbs, whatever's left, if there's anything left of the herbs that I have used for an incense, I will also put it in there. You can use activated charcoal powder, which gives it a really dark black color. In mine, I have a little bit of the ashes from last year when we burnt our Yule log. So I just had a little bit that I was able to crush up, and that's what has given this the black color. And also I use rosemary essential oil in my black salt recipe, just to help with protection. Rosemary is, you know, notorious for protection. So I just use a little bit of rosemary essential oil in my black salt concoction. One, it smells really good, and it also helps with protection. Alright, so that's all I've got on black salt. If you guys use it for anything in particular or use it in a different way, please comment. Please let me know how you guys use it. I'm always intrigued of the different ingredients and the different things that people use their herbs for. So please comment, and I would love to get the conversation started. Thanks, guys.